night, baby.
Yeah, why you mad? I got a bad bro. Name hot in these streets, no Tabasco. But I'm so stubbed, that's a fact, yo. And if you think I'm frontin', you can run it back, yo. Go and run it back. You know that I run it. Everything you wanna do, I already done it. And I got your little boo telling me she love me. I got this one, that one. Damn, it's gonna be a long night. Yeah. You know. I said, damn, it's gonna be a long night. Yeah, let's go. Look. I told Shorty drop it for a real one. Yeah. Go ahead and pop it, let me feel some. Do it for the boy with a bag now. Movie star money making everybody act out. I don't lie to these women, if I want them then I tell them. Don't get fly for these women, I was born with these propellers. All my haters cannot beat me, so I call them acapellas. See, I'm only getting better, you only get jealous. You know that I run it. Everything you wanna do, I already done it. And I got your little boo telling me she love me. I got this one, that one. Damn, it's gonna be a long night. You know, I got this one, that one. Damn, it's gonna be a long night. Yeah. MD, JPB. You already know, baby. Yeah. I said, I already done it. Everything you wanna do, I already. You know that yeah. I said, you know that yeah. Damn, it's gonna be a long night.
Yo, how's it going everyone? Welcome to Roz Tournament. It's me again, Professor Tarzan, coming here to deliver you some commentary for some amazing gameplay by these teams. This is some Group G action. Supposed to have 18 teams, but only 14 turn up for the first game, so let's go through the team list. Team 6, we have the DMG. Maybe that means damage, so we'll just call them DMG. SCS for Team 7, Sweet Chilli Sensations is their name. Team 8, TRT, the real team. Team 9, we have UPS, also known as Elevate. Team 10, we have CV, Celestial Void. Team 11 is LETALES LT. Team 12, we have Clay GLA. Team 13, we have 202. Team 14, we have Doom. Team 15, we have VeniVidiVici. Team 17, we have Chaos. Team 21, we have True Team. 22, White Tiger. And 23, Elites United Team. Some familiar names in this lobby, and some of them has performed very well before in PMGC, etc. Elites United Team was a team that also showed in the Global Championships and invited team there. So looking forward to some good action. We have in Game 1 Erangel 14 teams with the playing path going off the south side of Hospital through school towards the Povka. So a pretty horizontal path in the middle of this first map here. And we already see a lot of teams heading towards Georgiapol area. The White Tigers themselves, Team 22, splitting along the western road with VeniVidiVici heading towards Quarry. The Gatka field split from CV. Elites United Team going to that junction compound there to the north of Ruins, just on the other side. And we have the first knock coming through from GLA. That is going to be a South Georgiapol contest. We also have some contests in North Georgiapol between SCS and True Team. A little bit of a rendering, nothing new, and this will be GLA, Clay GLA against LETALES. Look at Feffi's going so low there, and that is Royman, knocked but getting picked up at the moment as we continue to wait for these rendering to sort out themselves. There we go, guys. Hopefully it'll be smooth from now on. So Elites United Team is going for a north rotation, but look at this phase 1 circle going to the south side with almost 50% water in play. Look at the bottom there of the circle. It's out of the bloody map. Oh my yay. But military base is actually going to be the center of this one. I'll keep my main screen on here for this fight between these two teams in South Georgiapol. Let's have a look at the other teams. We have TRT, the real team, heading north as well, maybe going to Stelber or Kameshki. In Yasnaya Polyana, we have 202, a prison drop coming from Chaos. In Milta Power, we have Doom, and we have Elevate, Team 9, their team at the clan tag being Ops, going for that split drop around the Milta factory. And in South Farm, we have the full team of Damage. I just call them Damage. I'm sorry if it is supposed to be DMG, as this audio glitch has been bothering me the past week or so. The plane, I can still hear it when it's supposed to be long gone. It's probably on Miramar right now, but we can still listen to it. So very interesting and pretty harsh first circle. Given that is a pretty middle path through the middle, horizontal, left to right, a lot of these teams will still be out of this circle, so they want to move in quick. CV has the priority to go into that island, and we already see Damage rotating towards this island, now past the eastern bridge already, so the most proactive rotation coming from that team yet. As we see LETALES here facing some trouble against Clay GLA. J2R is still knocked. Assassin is a bit far to grab that revive, and that is J2R kind of in the open, so not easy to support that knock. Let's have a look at Assassin's position. It's just holding around there, but that will not be enough with the cover fire. That is LT down to 3 players. The first kill of the game. And CV has that initiative as well to rotate early as we see them. Team 10 coming into military base after DMG. And look at the LT fans in here. Sorry to see that you've lost 1 player already, but the game is still long. The night is still young. Let's see what they can do. VeniVidiVici is also starting that rotation. Same for Elevate, Team 9. I just call them... Yeah, I'll call them Elevate, but from now on, if you are sticking around from the start here, you know Ops, Team 9 is Elevate. So they are rotating in from the Eastern Bridge as well. VeniVidiVici rotating already. Lexus coming in for that scout. Behind them, we have the White Tiger, Team 22, also rotating towards that Western Bridge. Chaos now towards Eastern Bridge as well. So it's going to get pretty congested soon in this circle. I think most of the teams will go for this early rotation onto the military base island. Because after all, not a lot of ground in that main island. How is that plane still talking to me in my ear? So there is several ways to do this cross. Obviously, the later it goes, the more congested it will be in the zone, and there will be more and more teams around the bridges, and that will be a teaser from Ops Elevate, trying to get some information on the bridge, but seeing that full team of Chaos coming through, will just quickly and decisively hop into the water, avoiding losing his life there. And to join the party, we have 202 just coming in from that Eastern Bridge as well. They are starting for that scout. That is Mido and Bombwings. That is a beautiful knock from Mido there, knocking one of Chaos. Chaos wants to control this, but they will lose 1 player. That is the second one gone in the game. I believe it's the second one, right? I think so. And that will be quite a lot of action on this Eastern Bridge. 3 teams around here. 202 yet to cross. Doom has crossed after losing 1. Warlock has gotten 1 kill, but Maverick is not. So they need to support that one, because on that south side of the bridge, we already know that Elevate is there. But some beautiful knocks returning back and forth right here. Bobby is not after Tisa died. So 2 up for Ops themselves right now. But look at CV trying to do some damage from the other side. Maybe I've just watched it wrong. I think that is some military base action. So let's hop over there. That is CV with the upper hand against damage. Chaos will be gone, and obviously it's chaotic for me as well. When a player's name is the same as a team name. Tiger is fighting VeniVidiVici as well. I think that is some Western Bridge action. But let's keep our screen on here. And that will be another knock by CV over to damage. Who is dealing the damage now? That is damage down to only Dyroth. Xenius is knocked as well. He has returned some favor, but that's not going to be an easy one. Teki is ready. He is trying to wrap around, just finding that cheeky angle. Just in a split second, that will be the brilliant, beautiful squad wipe coming from CV. Taking out the side of damage, although they rotated early, but they will be the new kings of military base CV. Right, and we have a lot of action elsewhere as well. Look at all these congestions starting to clear up on this side. 202 decided not to challenge that one on that eastern bridge. And then we have some congestions over here. White Tiger having a rough start, with only one team going down so far, and with White Tigers themselves losing 2 players early is going to be a pretty rough one as they face the compound breach by VeniVidiVici. And that is VeniVidiVici with 2 kills already, likely to be kills onto White Tiger. And that is Ruble trying to push in with a bit of pre-fire with that M416, and that will be the side push, but that will be knocked as White Tigers trying to eliminate that side threat, but they will just take the clean team fight with no casualties. That revive should be pretty easy, so second team out of this game, White Tigers. And SCS, they had a pretty northern drop. North Georgia Pool didn't really put in any fight there, I don't think, as they have 0 team kills, but they have been rotating early now around the Ferry Pier area. Not sure if they are looking for a boat to rotate or just waiting for the zone to dictate it for them. And ClayGLA's managers is in here trying to support the team. They are still doing good, I think. So you would be very pleased. That's GLA with 3 team kills. And look at a lot of these teams still needing to rotate. ClayGLA actually still around South Georgia Pool. LT lost 3 players there, as we saw earlier, only down to Assassin, now rotating down the west side of the map. And trailing behind SCS, no, they are actually crossing the bridge, crossing the waters, I should say, with a boat now. So that resource will not be available for Elites United team. Very good. I don't know where... They had very interesting team names. They had very yummy, very nice, something like that. But they've now made it into the circle. And the team that is rotating somewhat later is TRT, the real team coming in through the shelter area now. True Team, Team 21, on that coastline of the main island on the eastern side. May be able to get a boat, but not sure whether that has been taken by 202 already. 202 avoiding that bridge action, going for a water cross. And the side of Doom will come in from the eastern side of the circle as we have the next circle popped. Phase 2 will go over basically... just over military base, a lot of water in place still, so it can be a very, very interesting one. Look at CV still fighting this. Look at the maneuvers there. They went to military base, clear out that team that was there, and now coming back to this high ground here to just put pressure on the teams trying to cross this western bridge. And that will be a good knock onto VeniVidiVici. And look at that beautiful 2-2 split. Well thought out, so textbook. That is absolutely lovely. When they have 2 over here, some of these teams will try to still drive, but once they are past that point, they will drift towards the left side on the screen right now. So they would go right, because if they drive left, the 2 guys on the mountain of CV can still shoot them. So they will just come into the right side. But you know what? That is exactly why CV placed 2 of the other players over here. 2 to push them to drive to the right side, and then 2 to kill them when they do that. So VeniVidiVici not having the easiest cross right here. A lot of pressure, and look at that beautiful nade. Techie onto Psychopath, taking out 1 of VeniVidiVici. No, that was them. Psychopath gone slightly earlier. I think that's the re-knock onto Wasted, I believe. And there's also some action going on the eastern coastline of that main island still between TRT and True. But the push is now coming in. Look at the beautiful elimination. so clean by CV. Look at that beautiful play. My god. I think I explained it clear enough as to how they did that. And they just try to put not one by one and then just when they take that 2v2 basically and then just push it after knocking one. So textbook, man. So beautiful. But they can't stay here for too long because the side of Sweet Chilli Sensation know that this bridge can still get busy, and they have now come in after that water cross to gatekeep, to bridge camp. Not exactly on the bridge, but they are trying to stop these teams from coming through, and that will be CV in the position of VeniVidiVici maybe. So they have to get out of that, and that is them sending one to retreat. Sweet Chilli Sensations trying to come up and try to punish this. That will be CV noticing that that is the kill, the control, going over to another team maybe. They seem to be letting go of this one. A good return knock onto Jolly Roger. And that will give CV a little bit of a breathing room for the remaining 3 players to retreat. But no, that is Jody with the beautiful knock across the mountain. Although CV had 2 team kills, they have been a bit too ambitious to grab those loot. They're happy that they only lost 1, and now they get the chance to fight and stop the rotation from Sweet Chilli Sensations. But Jody with the second knock, with the triple knock, that is him basically taking matters into his own hand. That is SCS wiping out CV at 11th position. And that is a little bit of an unfortunate chain of events there. CV having some very good start, but forgetting what's scary about the bridge. And just had the taste of their own medicine, really. As in the blink of an eye, we have lost quite a few teams. That is White Tiger lost as well. TRT have lost 3 players as well. So I can't believe that there's still so many teams around the bridge area. Elite United team is playing this so slow. They don't even want to cross right now, seems like, as we still have this Eastern Bridge in play. That is some shots onto Young Boy by the side of True Team, and that is a brilliant return knock by Foster back. Let's have a look at True Team. They have been suffering 1 knock, but 2 of the members are now controlling the bridge. There is a support from Space onto Big Daddy. That is the revive, but they will get eaten up by the zone quite soon, maybe, as we see the player from the real team TRT going down at 10th place. GLA noticing there's 2 players on that ridge line will make that rotation to pinch these 2, but Big Daddy with the very heads up awareness will spot that rotation. Both him and Space going a little bit low there. Will be able to lift forward now, but some brilliant shots onto Big Daddy again by GLA, but the support comes in, but Simon got shot from behind. Kind of forgetting a little bit where the 2-2 split of Clay GLA is. And that is Simon probably a goner, so True Team down to 3 players. As we have the Nick zone popped, it will basically go over military base with the beautiful landscapes and mountains on the western parts and the northern parts all in play. And that is Elite's United team knowing that, oh, we actually have to cross now. Not a surprise really, as they now proceed and hop into the water, probably for a swim. Assassin has done some wide rotation now as a solo on that southwestern edge. Elevate still up as a trio, has 2 team kills, now rotating in from the south part of this current new circle. 202, still a full team, will claim some good compounds to split around the plains area by Doom. Look at GLA trying to form a pretty straight line 2-2 split formation against True Team. Will just place themselves in a straight line in the crosshairs of True Team. And that is like some meds going down as well as Zico. Oh my god, I never thought I would caught that on cam. That is the red zone, punishing them, asking them, top teams, hey boys, why are we still in the blue? And it will actually just land straight on top of these two players. Oh my god. But that is true. Losing two players, Space will lose his life after getting knocked by the player of GLA. That is a 2v3 situation, and both these teams have been toying around here for too long, and it has not been good for both of them. And that is the last first aid from Big Daddy, and now they are here to rethink whether that's the best decision, as Big Daddy tries to peek again at Foster back, but that will only bait out some shots for Roxy to take another one. They have 6 team kills right now, and not a lot of meds for them to loot. The solo from True Team is now in the circle. Anki just say, screw that, I'm gone. So now the trio of GLA has to make it in. They're the only team out of the circle right now, and the blue will not be any less painful as time goes on. Yeah, some beautiful control from SCS here with some split on that northern part of the circle. Assassin get a bit of a high ground as well. Elite United team has successfully crossed the water, now entering from the western side. We have some contests around these plain area between the 2-2 split from Doom, and to the south of them we have Elevate. As we have the new circle popped, it will leave military base. There will still be some hard covers buildings in play, and that will give 202 a position to maybe gatekeep these teams rotating from the south side. SCS have a beautiful split to control a lot of that northern half of the circle, but we do know it has been proved that it's hard to split too big, like in the later phases. There's a lot of action, so not as many players as we thought. Sometimes in phase 6 we still get maybe 10, 11 teams, 40 players, something like that. So that is SCS doing exactly what I thought they should, just to group up a little bit more, at least with a different 2-2 split where they can support each other a lot better. Elite United team should be going on foot, and they still have a full team, but that's the thing, okay? Like when you cross the water, you have no cars thereafter, and that is just the way it is. But look at Onki saying, hey, look, I have a car, you don't, and I'll just drive around with the good, pretty standard clockwise white rotation, and we'll get some compounds on that edge, so can also grab some more loot, maybe, as we see some potential conflict on this side here. Look at Jolly Roger getting knocked upon the breach by Clay GLA. These are two very good teams. We know some of these names already. Jody and Jar Jar experienced. And that is Jolly Roger trying to bait some more shots, using that cover, and the cover fire will come in from the rest of SCS, stopping that thirst to happen. And Young Boy goes down pretty low, and that will be a brilliant knock from Hughes from the side. That is also the flush. That is Clay GLA down to 2 players. A beautiful support there. And if Jolly Roger picked up that little bit of audio cue of the car, then they would know it's safe. And that is Jar Jar coming in for the support, losing one more player, Clay GLA, and SCS continues to frag with the 4 teams still in the lobby. And we still have a few more full teams too. Two got 1 kill and a full team. Doom yet to get a kill, but full team as well. Elites United is a full team as well. That will be 202 leaving that southern compound to take a more center one. Another good hill taken by Doom. And that will be Elevates Bobby. Split from the other 2 member, but it's because he's got this toilet or a shack. Different ways to call it. And at least United team has been just playing very, very slow. I'm a bit surprised. They have been... just playing for placement. Let's go and see what's the idea here as they take down Bobby. All of them have a lot of meds, so they have just been taking that time to loot up and want to play safe early, but it's phase 5 now. Maybe there will be a switch of pace, not paste. Paste is food. As we have Onki the solo putting some work in, but 202 has the angle and will steal that kill. How beautiful is PUBG? Brilliant map, nice textures. Who would have imagined that we have a game like this playable on phones? And that is GLA. The duo trying to send in, but Foster back did not respect the fire and the angles by 202 as he gets knocked while running into the building, and that will be his teammate down as well. Roxy and Clay GLA out at 9th position. Not without some good fights though. They had 6 kills and can still outrank some of these teams because they have some kill points. Nick Circle will make it quite hard for Elites United team. They have that first kill, but they have no cars as we thought because they've been a swimmer as they find Assassin behind the rock. Assassin trying to cause like trouble from behind, knocking Taki there. Tasky is the name, and that is just blue pressure as well. And then Elites United will just want to let that go, but forgetting about the potential angles that Assassin has on them. Living up to the name, LETALES solo will get a top 7 right now as we have more action happening in the center circle. Still brilliant control from Sweet Chilli, Sensation from the northern parts, and that is actually Assassin doing so much damage. My god, that is Elites United down to 1 player. And very good, needs to use those first dates now. They stack those up, so now this is the time to use it. And that is just 1 guy causing all those damage as Assassin goes down for LT at 7th place. Elites United team will probably get a 6 because it's quite some distance to travel unless you have like 20 first dates or something. But who knows? Healing game is quite a thing. Usually not in these sort of play, but in certain tournament play that you know you only need a particular amount of points to be safe, then you can do healing stats. As for those who watched yesterday, you would have the pleasure to see one team with 44 first dates from one guy, just one guy. And the teammates got, I don't know, 4 or 5 more. So it's almost 50 first dates. And that is just crazy. As we have the circle continuing to favor Sweet Chilli Sensations there. Jolly Roger split from the team, a 1-3 split formation. And that will be 202 finally needing to maybe make a rotation. But I think they will just use this compound for as long as possible before they have to leave. Most of these players are on this southern side and will not be easy to cross this road without getting punished or lasered by SCS. That is Doctor Who from Doom getting knocked and the rest of Doom still has to come in. That is Zero trying to escape from some fire line, but only to find himself crashing into the buildings. And Compounds claimed by 202, but he has made it in successfully. But the is not so lucky for the other duo as they crash into the other building. That is them going down at 5th position. But another player's gone, so it now only got 3 teams, and that is 2 full teams of 202 against the 2 full teams of SCS with a cheeky solo. True team. Onki down to himself or herself so early, but made it to the top 3. But the pressure will come in from... no, actually 202 has finished that one, basically soloing that away from SCS. And just based on analysis and just experience, I think SCS should have this one, because not only do they have the circle, 202 need to... They only got a compound. It sounds really strange to say this, right? But the thing with compounds and building is you can only peek from a particular window. So it's very, very predictable. So every player from SCS just need to watch at the 1 or 2 buildings with the 1 or 2 windows, and they can just take some kill. And SCS don't want to let this go. They just want to be proactive. That is an opening knock onto Mido, and Hughes has pushed in with the car, and he will do the little bit of nice maneuver and crouching. That is the second knock. That is a flush. Only down to 2 players. 202 needs to really clutch this. They got some team kills, but they don't have the circle. What else do they not have? They don't have time. 3, 2, 1, go. And the blue zone is picking. It will be coming in. That will be Hermes getting knocked. And where is the last guy? Will there be any chance for them to live? And that answer is no, as we have Sweet Chilli Sensation taking the Game 1 chicken dinner with an amazing 10 kills. 202 have lived long enough and had some zone blessing as well, using hard cover after hard cover, clearing the south side as they take a 2nd place with 8 kills. 2 kills by True Team. Okay, you guys gotta relax now as we see True Team taking 3rd place with 2 kills. I probably said that already, didn't I? And good solo play from Onki there. Elevate got themselves a 4th position with 3 kills. Doom went out at 5th, as we saw how they got pushed away from SCS and just pushed into the building. Seems like that's the only choice. And at 6, we have Elites United team with 1 kill. LETALES went down at 7, with the 3 kills coming from Assassin himself, just single-handedly destroying the game, ruining it for Elites United team. Chaos, 8th position, 1 kill. At 9th, we have Clay GLA with 6 kills. TRT, no kills at 10th. 11th, we have CV with 8 kills. We saw those team fights, but we also see how they got treated the same way by SCS there after that bridge fight. VeniVidiVici went down at 12th with 4 kills. White Tiger, no kills at 13th. Last but not least, we have Damage, or DxMxG, with no kills at 14th. Right, so that is Game 1 done. I will see you all in Game 2. Still a lot of potential for things to change. 4 games in total, and 6 of these teams will progress to the next round. I'll see you all shortly. How's it going, guys? Welcome back. Let's get some Miramar action going. I slowly try to bring back some audio levels. Managing it. There we go. Some good footsteps there. What a beautiful chicken dinner by Sweet Chilli Sensations there. Good use of the map, good splits, good support and cover firing, and just very good awareness. And in this game though, we have one team joining us after missing the first game. LMV is back. Perks, Talent, Device and Hidden is here to show what they're made of. LMV, another very experienced team, playing a lot of pro scrims themselves. They are here to prove themselves and maybe showing you how it can be done to still get a very good result after missing one game. 15-4 teams, let's go. That is going to a playing path from Campo Militar through San Martin towards basically Monte Nuevo. So not touching any of the southern half of Miramar here. Very northern playing path, leaving a lot of these favorite drop spots of the teams out of the parachute distance. Los Leones is the main one, but these teams know the map like the back of their hands. They know the vehicle spawns, and they will go for those rotations if they want to. So if they want early uncontested loot, go south. As we see the first team off the plane, LMV going for a Campo Militar drop, not seen often. The game 1 winners, Sweet Chilli Sensations, claiming El Azhar to themselves. A linear split drop, 4x1 split over Junkyard right now is from True Team. We have TRT coming into that similar area now to the north of Minas Generalis, and in Graveyard or over that area right now we have LT, VeniVidiVici, as well as Damage. That is all of them dropping right here from Damage, but they are not in any buildings. VeniVidiVici will love this, and this is the chance for them to get a lot of early kills. That is the first knock going through actually by LT there. Assassin taking 2 knocks, and that will be joining the party. VeniVidiVici will flush that one. DxMxG, that is the damage done. That is them going down to only 1 player. That drop and that parachuting work did not work out for them. And those will be such a quick 3 deaths happening. If we go through the other parts of the map, with the new Oasis bit in play, a 1-3 split, 3 of them over at Oasis is Chaos. A split to the north of San Martin from Elevate themselves, Team 9. To the west of San Martin, we have the White Tiger in El Pozo. No contest, and that will be 202, taking that one for themselves. In Monte Nuevo, we have Clay GLA, full team there, and the Elites United team. Close to Chumacera, Ladrilera, some good splits there to the west or southwest side of Picardo. Some split coming from Doom. And we see CV rotating to the southern side, and close to Los Leones, the first circle will actually head towards the northeastern parts of the map. And LT is still showing the dominance, but Assassin will go out early this time after taking 2 kills and showing how he can play solo, leaving LT down to a trio this game. VeniVidiVici has 3 kills and will try to come in to support Wasted. Fefis there can spoil this if he is quick enough. Royman is trying to find an angle as well, but that will be Lexus making it in to the cover to get that revive. And let's watch TRT, because they had an early kill, but they will feel the presence of another team as they get knocked, and that will be Psycho getting punched to death by True Team. True Team losing one will return that favor, so that will be them and TRT both losing one player and getting one kill. We'll be testing a lot of these players, especially for all these teams on the western side to come in, and the textbook white rotation should be the anti-clockwise one, going all the way to the south part of the map and entering from there. So all the way through, even to towards Puerto Paraíso, towards Impala, and very, very wide. Will not be easy though, as we have Clay's manager here asking how much is the delay. It is a 3-minute delay, my man. So that is what we all have to know, and that's also the reason why I may not be able to reply to all of you as quickly as I want to. And that we see LT getting pushed away again and again, taking some early kills, but we'll lose 3 players. Now only a solo, being J2R, running for his life. VeniVidiVici, 5 kills right now. Don't want to let this go, as they send in 3 of them on the car to just chase and hunt him down, and he will find it, and they will get it. The 6th kill of the game, eliminating LT at 14th position. Also got a fan for Elites United team here. So let's have a look at what they're doing. Very good, leading the way for that white rotation I talked about earlier, going to the south side, entering from the eastern parts. With the same idea, I think it's from Doom. They have some split drop around this open area, and now still doing some looting, I believe, because won't get quite enough in those compounds unless they've done their homework, done their experiments. And so White Tigers now rotating between water treatment and Hacienda del Patron. But Elevate can put some pressure on that for sure with their positions. So let's just have a look at, in particularly, Bobby. And he will be moving and maneuvering with that tricycle. Something that most players absolutely hate, as he get a side angle. We will be watching these rotations from White Tigers, but Elevate is feeling some return fire, as well as Mario goes down to 20% HP. Bobby will let that first player go, but will be pinched from behind maybe. The 1-3 split from White Tigers. But look at that beautiful pressure from Elevate. That is one player gone. Inferion as well is knocked. And that is another beautiful one by Elevate. They take down 2. They will knock another one. And now it's only one guy left. And he tries to do some work by stopping Bobby, but he will get pushed, and that will be the clean wipe by Elevate onto White Tiger. 2 of them not right now, but with no teams close to this area, they will get the reset, and very happy with 4 team kills. Elites United team now into Impala will get a lot more loot because it's been untouched. As we see VeniVidiVici rotating slightly to the south part after slaughtering 2 teams in Minas Generales. SCS is using that very great high ground to the north of Minas and the west of Junkyard, a very typical spot. And that position allows them to stop a lot of teams coming from all the angles. So if we look at 202 and Clay GLA, they may feel the presence of each other as well as that of SCS. someone suggested we need at least 5 to 6 minutes in Miramar. Unfortunately, my man, I can't change the delay halfway through the stream, and it's better to just not stop the stream and create a new stream link. So, and never really had issues from people with 3 minutes, so I would just keep it the way it is for now and not going to stop this one for that, as we see your boys, young boy living with a sliver of health, and one of them getting punished and knocked. And that would be SES repositioning to take this fight. They spot the rotations and they will try to capitalize on this. Someone says a little bit of a voice is bug and game over, so we will see what that means. And I will go to check that out in a bit. I will also send someone to find that out for me. As we almost missed some action. Use is sending in himself, but will get knocked by ClayGLA. Roger, Jolly Roger here to support with 2 to overlook from SCS. Right, so I've just asked someone just picking up from responding from that comment from Mako. I've sent someone to check out the audio there. So for the rest of you who are watching, let me know if the audio is fine for you, as we see SCS sending in the support here as they get the revive and completely pinch the side of ClayGLA. The duo is getting pushed, and that is young boy in the smoke trying to live longer, but the side pressure, the cover fire hasn't come in. That will be the second knock, and that will be 2 of ClayGLA gone. Junker's been trying their best, but they can't support this any further. And we see the side of VeniVidiVici moving back up north a little bit, and we'll feel the presence of some other teams as they clash with True Team right here. And they're now down to 2 players. True Team's returning the favor and will knock another one of VeniVidiVici. I believe it's only Lexus up right now as he repeats and get the return knock. Beautiful work right there. He's trying to do this all by his own, and that is the last player, I believe, and just using that little bit of dip as he needs to reload, but it doesn't matter. That is True Team eliminating VeniVidiVici at 12th position. Big team. Lost one pretty early, I believe, if my memory serves me correctly. We'll get this win and we'll get the revive, so we'll continue as a trio. Let's look at the rest of the map. In El Azhar, we have the trio. Seems like of TRT, LMV now rotating out of El Azhar to that southern part, and this control ground by SCS will allow them to get quite a lot, as we see teams coming close to this area as well, and that will be used, finding the angle onto Mario after Mario tried to take out the side of 202, but Sobek will get that revive, and that will be Mario stolen by 202. And you just say, what? You stole my kill? We will kill you. And that will be 202 losing 1 player to SES. But Elevate is there as well. The support is now coming in. Bobby with the side angle with some brilliant shots. And that will be a great knock. But the support is coming in. The smoke on top of Jolly Roger. And SCS is still holding strong, as we see 202 disengaging from this fight after losing 2 players. It will leave SCS to fight Elevate. Look at Jody there with the side angle. Finding Bobby, who's trying to disrupt everything, will just blow up the car and grill Bobby to the ground. That is SES still showing strong. Let's look at the rest of the map. Impala, Elite's United team, is still just playing patiently. CV has been around Los Leones for a very long time, now finally pulling away and entering from the south side. This little bit of mountain and compound right here, just off the south to off center, right, to the south side, we have Doom. And Elite's United team wants to play so wide. They've been rotating to the south side, entering east, and will continue to rotate as we see very good there. Is the name, by the way. You see very good rotating and scouting along that main eastern road. LMV has a beautiful split and can stop the duo from Elevate coming in. So let's bring our camera over there, because I believe that will be them starting to do something as they hear the rotations coming through. That would be Perks trying to run and catch up, but the information being passed over. That is LMV with a pincer formation against the duo from Elevate, who are now in those compound. And Chaos, we haven't seen a lot from them this game, but I believe they've lost Warlock on a rotation there, as they have a big split right now. One left behind, and then maybe two, but one player right here as he got the first 8 and now trying to retreat after getting lasered. Will the zigzag be enough? The answer is no. That is Chaos potentially losing a second player. And that will be the 7th kill for True Team. And all of the teams are in this circle right now. So we may need to wait for this next shift to dictate how it's gonna go. And LMV has started their journey to frag as they eliminate the final 2 players of Elevate, leaving them down at 11th position and 4 kills. So still got something before going down. Not too bad there. And if people have issues with like amount of delay, that is the thing. I ask organizers how much delay you want, right? And if they say 3, then I do 3. And 95% of the time they ask for 3 minutes, and 5% of them ask for 5. But that organization is going for 3 minutes as well. So we'll just go with the industry and community standard and the average there and trend. So that is that sorted. As we have the new circle, favoring the teams on the eastern side, and also putting a lot of that water out of it as well. But the coastline can still be a very strong position for control. As we see these teams sending it in right now, SCS has been having a strong game, but they're now on the edge, needing to find the next position. In the center right now, we have Elite's United team as well as Doom. LMV has a very brilliant bit of a landscape here, and they will have the access to many center positions yet, because there's no other teams around them on this northern part. CV is coming in from the south side. The trio from True have been doing some work, have been fighting non-stop, and they got themselves a compound here, maybe allowing them to stop the roads, the teams rotating along these main roads. Look at the numbers. So 14 for SCS, trio from TRT, 4 teams still for CV, duo for ClayGLA 202, as well as Chaos, 14 for Doom, 14 for LMV, 14 for Elites United Team. Those are the 10 teams, and we still have 32 players in this phase 3. And it's going to close very soon, the circle. We have 8 seconds to go. Chaos still need to make it in, the duo from ClayGLA as well. But the other duo from 202 is just on that edge. If they take a straight rotation, they will definitely feel some pressure. This home is taking some shots, and SCS will do a 1-2-1 split. Jody trying to watch this western edge as he watch south. Jar Jar is scouting further in on that plateau, but will now rotate around and join his team. Maybe the call has been made. They have spotted a position that they can take next. Chaos Maverick now got themselves a spot. ClayGLA going for an anti-clockwise wide rotation. I wonder where they will come back in. But that is a very smart rotation. Will avoid a lot of these teams on this western side. See if they will go as wide as I thought, or they're just going to come in just right here from the southwestern edge. We're just waiting for the shift, and look at that. For once, it would stop shifting to the eastern side. It would go to the north. No, stop going to the eastern side. Now the northwestern shift, excuse me. And that will give the center circle to LMV. And that will also allow SCS with some pretty good overlook from that position as well. And that is GLA. Yunker trying to frag still. That is GLA getting a knock onto Chaos Maverick. Not so close to the teammate, but Nova can spoil this from the side as he places crosshair onto that car, and he will fire from behind. There's a beautiful knock right there, and he will blow up that car. They will need to do this long-range 1v1 as we see Desco not scared to just deploy that smoke because there's only one player. Not sure whether they know that. They need to know the kill feed so well. But that will be a successful revive as the nade comes in. Yunker will get the heal off. Both of these teams have to wrap this up quick. There's some vehicles around still. There's a bus right there. And they need to make this rotation because they've only got 30 seconds and they have to move quite a few hundred meters. That is 500 as we see on the screen there. But the other teams are now coming in to contest that middle position is Doom. Doom with 3 players up right now will feel some pressure and presence by LMV as we have Japon in the chat supporting his or her own team. They have a brilliant position right now. Let's see how they make this work. Elites United have a southeastern position. And just further out of the circle from the same direction, same part of the map, we have CV and TRT trying to come in. CV is still a full team as they send one in. There's Galesha now getting the entry point in the circle. With a good dip as well, that will be enough for them to just wait for the next shift. But that bus is not very easy to hide. So that will be some nades coming through from Elites United, and they have found some angles, and this can be a brilliant mid-long range fight. Jugger trying to take some shots to shoot Elites United from behind, and ClayGLA will retreat out of that. Now coming in Nova, depends on how much meds they have. The solo from Chaos, as we have the next shift going over to the center bits where Doom and LMV is holding already, and that is the patience from CV will take out one of Elites United. They still need to move though, because they don't have the circle. If I were them, I would just use the ridge line, look around, maybe find this compound and scout, then just send it in. Although it may not be easy to leave, but it will give them some breathing room for now, because we just assess the landscape right here. It's not a lot of hills that they can play off, and you will provide a lot of teams angles to kill you if you just cross without preparation. Look at ClayGLA now coming in, and they want to spoil things, and that is Yunka with the brilliant spray onto Jugger, causing damage to CV down to 3 players. But now the position of ClayGLA is revealed. They need to win this long-range fight. That is Desco getting knocked right there. Techie still holding that angle, but they have the ridge line, so that will be ClayGLA still in the game, but they have to make a move in 40 seconds, if not earlier. That is CV taking the compound that I talked about with that continuous pressure onto GLA by Techie. That will be Galasha finding the window to rotate without feeling any shots right there. But what's the problem there? It is Techie getting a bit aggressive with that peak. ClayGLA using the small rotation along this ridge to just fool Techie right there, and will kill the overlook. But what is that cross? They were too focused on that revive, not noticing the rotation coming. That will be Yanka getting knocked right there. And they don't have much time. They have to do it now. I know they've got themselves a bus, which we could see behind, but they didn't have it close enough to them. So the zone will come in to eat them up. Even if they go for the revive, Yunka needs to have a lot of bandage and be very, very quick with the fingers. Let's look at this beautiful landscape all around. 9 team left. SES trying to rotate in here and will feel some pressure on that side, but they found the ridge line and they will knock out one of 202. There is CV doing severe damage to TRT as well. There's actually TRT going down at 9th position, I believe. And LMV and Doom is probably still fighting, and that is Doom feel with the center position, but has a lot of open space behind them. The 6 teams to the south side that will move towards them, that is not going to be an easy one. As we see these solos slowly going down, that is ClayGLA going down at 8th. Hermes is just trying to revive right now. SES has 7 kills and a 4 team. We'll need to find the prime time to come in and cross there, but Jody with the spray and not a cross onto LMV there. Will get them a little bit of window, but they also expose their position. But they have 40 seconds to use. So let's see whether they can pull this off. LMV with 3 kills and a 4 team still. They have a brilliant spot. Brilliant split to control multiple sides. A lot of ridge line with numbers advantage too. And that will be CV taking out the solo from 202. Only 6 teams remaining in here. Taxi is trying to just pick up audio cues. They have those 3 players, but he didn't make it work. The reflex from Onki allows them to take one more player down. And it will be 2 against 2 of Elites United team. But both of these teams still have to move, and they are now going on for that's Onki, knocking down very good, down to 1 for Elites United team. And there's just slowly maneuvering through, and that will be true. Feeling the pressure of the zone, that will be them going down. 5 teams remaining. Not an easy cross. We almost missed it for SCS, but they have come in with little problem, seems like. That is Jar Jar and Jolly Ranger in here. They lost use, and that is Jody still outside of the circle. 200 meters to go. Do they have the vehicle? So that will be Jody not making a lot further, I feel like. Yeah, good to see the side of Doom still holding strong. I did say it's going to be very scary for them when they get pushed from the south side, but they are still in here and making into the top 3. That is a duo from Doom, and Jar Jar will maneuver around soon. SES will be down to a duo as well as them. The 2 duo against the full team of LMV. SES has to find an entry point because they don't have the circle, but they can find the angle. That is Jolly Roger causing damage onto Doom. The last member. Chloe with a sliver of health and may be able to grab up real there. With the ridgeline, Jar Jar will be able to do the same for Scrim Farm and Jolly Roger, but LMV has always known. They know that Doom is around the area for the past 3 circle. Let's see how SES do this. LMV wants to take the side and with the flank, and that is hidden on one side, trying to cause damage, and that will be Device finding the angle, and that will be a brilliant knock onto Doom. That will be this time. This will be the chance for SES to come in as they hurt all those shots, and knocks coming through, but they actually will not be able to get in. That is them feeling the presence of LMV as LMV come in after missing the first game to take a chicken dinner on Miramar with 8 kills. Doom got the 2nd place, but hasn't got any kills yet, so some improvements to, but you know, that is still a good position point that they've gotten for themselves. The zone has blessed them quite a bit as well, though. 9 kills for SCS, 3rd position. 2 very good games so far. Looking forward to see what they can do in the 2 other maps. At 4th position, we have CV. We have some fans in the chat for CV. And hope you've been glad that CV's taken a 4th position and 8 kills in Miramar. Elite United team doing better than last game, but have no kills. But they have a 5th position, so can't fault that. 9 kills by True Team at 6th place. At 7th, we have 202 with 1 kill. At 8th position, we have Clay JLA with 3 kills, TRT 1 kill, and the 9th position. Team 10, we have Chaos with no kills. At 11, we have Elevate with 4 kills. VeniVidiVici has some strong early game with 6 kills, but went down at 12. 13th place, we have White Tiger with no kills, feeling that little bit of a team fight there against, I believe, Elevate, right? And close to Water Treatment. At 14th place, we have LT with 2 kills. Assassin still leading it, and but it's going to be quite tricky. Minas Generalis is terrible to play sometimes. It's just so huge of a distance between like the compounds. In early game is a lot of luck as well. What you can get in that one compound. If not, you have to start running, and then people who also just looted one compound has like 2 guns, and then you're done. And but who knows? They got the experience, they may know better. And in 15th place, we have DxMxG with no kills, and that will be 2 out of 4 games done. I'll see you all in the 3rd map. Don't look away, we'll be back soon. And we're back. Get some nice winter snowy map action. This is for Kendi, our game 3 of the night. TRT playing this one as a trio. Otherwise, we have 14, almost 14 full teams. So 13 full teams, 1 trio. And the DxMxG's not playing this one. Maybe a bit of a rough 2 games. Let's see if they come back for the last one. And this is going to be a bit of a crazy playing path. A very western path from Milner to Krishas. The 6 kilometers times 6 kilometer map will not be as punishing if this happens on Erangel and Miramar. But a lot of these teams will find it slightly hard to go to everything to the east. So things on the right side of the map to that river. So if we get an eastern hard shift, these teams can just go towards the eastern side early and get a lot of safe early game, as we see several teams floating over Winery right now. Side of 202 is going for a bit of a Milner split drop to the north parts there, but in Winery we have White Tigers, we have SCS, as well as True Team. 3 full squads trying to fight this out. Let's get some elevation and look at those team formations. The White Tigers would do a 3-1 split, will respect the 2 teams in Winery itself. 1-3 from SCS as well. Jody is just looping on the outside, seems like, and trying to find a way back in. But this side is already claimed, so Sayman can be there to spoil it completely for Jody. And just look at this first zone. It's actually going to be such a dreadful one. More than 50% water. And the center is Dobro Mesto. Oh my god. Going to be a tough one there. VeniVidiVici split around Dino Park. As we have Doom trying to show what they're made of. They have a second place last game, but with no kills. But they will get an early kill right here, facing the side of Elevate. And we'll also get the revive onto Doctor Who. This is going to be this Junction Compound contest LMV split between Vihar and Movatra. In Villa, we have Elites United Team. The split around Tova by LETALES. And in Podvosto and Mount Kresnik, we have Clay GLA with a 2-2 split close to Podvosto. To the south, we have CV right there. And to the more northern parts of Mount Kresnik, we have Chaos. In Port, we have TRT, the trio, with no contest there. And that will be all the teams and their drop locations. And we should head back to Winery, because the winners of the first game and the third place of the second game, SES, Sweet Chilli Sensation, will lose Jar Jar early on that one. That is a good start for True Team against a strong squad right here. Use is coming in for Yusei. As we have some gunshots trading right there. Jody with a level 2 vest going pretty low. It has no helmet and still has some HP there, almost returning a knock onto True Space. No, it's actually... Yeah, that's a brilliant knock, actually. As the second knocks come through as well, that is SCS trying to return their power as they take out 2 of True Team. So 3v2 situation right now. As they takes down another one, Onki is also gone. Only Saman right here trying to make this work. Just down to Solo. He needs to run away very quick with those pairs of shoes. But that will be the side angle coming in, and Jolly Roger will take care of the last player. That is True Team going down at 13th position. And we also missed that bit of that fight where Elevate felt the doom coming upon themselves. They were actually the first team out of this Vikendi lobby. Elise United team rotating very close to Movatra. So LMV can spoil this for them. And that is Talon noting and picking up the information of that rotation right there. But Elite United team will get the brilliant entrance. And this time round, compared with the last 2 games, I'd say, mostly the first game, they are rotating a lot more proactively in this one. A script, a brilliant stylish show the lean right there. It's not quite center, but they have a very good compound against all these teams trying to come in from the southern side, and that is VeniVidiVici telling Talon that we are the second team to rotate around here. Talon will put some shots onto Lexus, but will not get a knock. Chaos now pushing into Goroka. Will be in the circle, most of that city. Play GLA coming in from that eastern side. LT also rotating. Is that a 4-man in 1-car rotation? That is going to be a scary one. They may just need a bit more loot, but need more vehicles, to be fair. We'll need those in the later stages of the game as metal shields, etc. 202, the full team up still. I believe they dropped Dobromesto and they have a pretty center position. And as VeniVidiVici continue with the rotation, they will also find a compound pretty center in this phase 1 circle. Doom will play the coastline, will pull away from that earlier fight, and will be off to this compound to the south of Dobromesto. CV still need more loot. They didn't enter Bavosto earlier, noticing probably a team in there earlier as they continue the looting path towards the eastern parts of the map. SCS has that brilliant squad wipe, and but they will need to travel quite a lot into the circle. But those tail fights take a lot of time, really slows down phase 1 rotation. But the south side is pretty empty. It won't be too hard to find an entry point and a route to get in. The full team of White Tigers here to prove themselves. They are in a compound outside of the circle, not too far though, about 200 meters after a pretty tough game, last one, in Miramar here to show what they can do. On the northern parts though, we have TRT, the trio, with no congestion, no contest on that port drop, and so now they will just rotate along there, continue to play pretty slow for now. That is GLA sending it. There is them pulling to a compound held by 202. They will scout it, they will drive past it, they will hear the footsteps, they will nicely maneuver the vehicles away. Young boy almost lost his life there. But brilliant driving from Yunka, they will be able to rotate out and get themselves a different compound just off the southwestern side of Krishes. So good driving, very heads up, and a good awareness there by Clay GLA. They're a very experienced team, and knowing not to just crash a compound without scouting, and those were enough, using that ridge line, and that will be them taking a very good position. Garoka can get a little bit busy as we see two teams here. Chaos in the main city and LT on that mountain to the northern side. We'll need to check later on to see LETALES, if LETALES has the vehicles. And CV is now coming in. We did see them going out of the circle almost to loot up, but they are now in the circle on that western side. So the only team that needs to come in further will be SCS. But let's look at this bit of action potentially happening between Elite United team against the White Tiger. The White Tigers have pulled up to this compound, and is only the full team of Elite United is here, and they are ready. And they already set up this little bit of a split, and they are patiently waiting. But very good. We'll pull that pin from the frag grenade there. We'll give away some audio cues. At is go down and just missed barrel there, and that is White Tigers knowing the presence of an enemy team, or at least a player. Good attempt of the nade there, will not do any damage. We can see the trigger discipline and the patience from this tier of team. They don't want to make any footsteps or movement to give anything away. But look at that one. They're trying to go wide. It's a style of White Tiger, and they will find Script holding the side angle. There's Script trying to rotate around. That is him getting back into cover against the Uzi, and that will be White Tigers eliminating a side threat there. There is one knock going to White Tiger with the upper hand. Elite United trying to stop that, and he will get the side angle with the knock, with the finish. But that is Mickey with the return as well, and will return that knock just in the matter of seconds. That is United's down to only one player. He will get a knock, and he is trying to challenge further, but that will not matter. They will go down at 12th position with 1 kill. That is White Tigers showing themselves in this game, losing 1 player, but 4 team kills. Brilliant squad wipe there. Compound defense is quite something, not easy to do. So as they have that little bit of breathing room, we'll see how well they keep their awareness around them, because to the south side we have SCS now coming in the circle. This phase 2 is mainly just about eliminating some water zone out of it. So these teams will still be pretty comfortable in here. It's really down to whether they want to take center. But if actions like this happen for too long, they may miss the next zone shift as well, because we see LETALES here suffering 2 knocks right now, all pinched behind that rock. There is CV holding this compound strong. That will be a return knock by Assassin, but it will be a 3v2 now, and Jugger in that building. Maybe Galasha will get that revive. Both of them on this roof. LT trying to return some firepower. Assassin with the rotation. I believe CV will spot that maneuver on that outside, especially with the smoke now. This is going to be a very, very ballsy push. They force themselves onto one side of the wall, and that is not a lot of cover to play off. So CV, if they make this, make a good tactic out of this, they can definitely take this team fight cleanly, as we have Techie now flanking from the side, and now they're trying to pinch the side of LT, and they will find a clear angle onto that. There is a return knock. No, not even a return knock. There's a clean team fight by CV, taking out LETALES at 11th position. Yeah, I'm a little bit skeptical of that one there. But also, with CV running around as if there's no other threat, letting their guards down for a split second will be leading to them losing one player. And that is Chaos Nova doing work on his own. They're finally out of Garoka and trying to stop this team CV to progress any further. They will take that one team kill and they will need to decide where to go when the zone completely closes. And that is what I thought with VeniVidiVici, very close to SCS here. They will find a cheeky angle from that roof onto SCS. That is sweet Chilli sensation down to a duo. Both of these teams still in here once again. Not so harsh of a circle, but look at you there with that brilliant gun control to take out the cheeky player being wasted on that roof. So 3 teams need to make into this circle. Once again, not too punishing. And sometimes that's the thing with Vikendi. Some crazy water circle early. But we'll close back to the ground. Back to the ground. And we still need to see how this turns out for Chaos and CV on that western side. The White Tigers have lost one, but they have that clean team fight against Leeds United team, and they will find themselves a pretty open southern edge to move through. As they make the rotation now, barrel in, they've all got a car, so that is important amount, a good amount of resources into the late game. Just gonna quickly go through the numbers of teams here. I should keep my main screen onto Chaos because I think they don't want to let these kills go. But CV is already starting to scout. Notbot has made that anti-clockwise rotation away from this congestion here, trying to get an angle in. But the rest of the team is still in here. So with that vehicle pulling away, Chaos wants to capitalize on this. Trying to clear compound by compound. They pull the trigger a little bit late. That is a great knockback onto Nova. And that's 2 knock and 3 knock onto Chaos. They would be hating themselves for this one. Just trying to push this when there is a circle to go to. And they just got punished. Notbot with the off angle. Scout plus off angle. Just beautiful work to bait this out. Chaos now down to 1 player. Maverick will be gone as well. CV is outplaying this one. Chaos went down at 10th position. As CV takes the second team fight win. Of course, we saw Techie go down earlier. But they will proceed in this game with a healthy amount of kills. 8 kills to the names of CV. So a lot of full teams. So we have, because we saw White Tigers with team fight on the south side. That is them down to a trio though. And the full teams LMV, full team for VVV, Doom, 202, GLA, trio. Yeah, quite some full teams in here still. As we see the side of SCS feeling some pressure from all the teams around. With a big 1-1 split, Jolly Roger will try to maneuver to use. But the thing is, this is quite far away, and I believe the South VVV knows this split. I think they took out 1 of those players, so they want to pressure this. If they kept an eye on the kill feed, they know it's a duo, and that is only 1 up. So Jolly Roger will actually pull away now. I think he knows that there are people pushing on him, so it's not worth it to support. That will be VVV taking out 2. Oh, sweet Chilli Sensation. And those are the 2 team kills they have so far. And Jolly Roger will have to find a way in because we have a shift towards the southwestern side. A lot of that coastline is in play. It will place quite a few teams out of it. And VeniVidiVici will need to get a more center position because they are on edge right now. Also on edge is on the south edge for White Tigers. And CV is still just making into this previous circle. As they met up, they will want to go in. Seems like they're ready. That is not bot coming in. And Jolly Roger just holding very patiently on the edge there. One of the very popular ways to play solo game. Especially with the resources as well. And the abundance of compounds in Vikendi. Take a few more bandages, 1 or 2 more boost, then you can tank a little bit more, wait for the zone to close, tank a little bit, wait for the teams who are gatekeeping to move away, then you will get an easier entrance. And that is a strategic type of tanking, and not bot here, did not scout at all, and will come into the hands of 202, giving 202 their first kill, and that will be Jugger with Galasha just rotating away, knowing is not worth it. It's so hard to claim this compound from that side. You have to come up the hill, and if you pull just close enough, even if you use the ridge line, you'll pull enough attention from the teams, from the car sounds that they're giving away. And GLA is very close to the last duo of CV there. They are trying their best to take these players out. Beautiful molly onto Jugger there. Burn him down to 50% HP. As we have a pretty center circle in this Nick's face. Most of the circle is finally out, so we'll not see many swimmers trying to play survival game there. But that is VeniVidiVici trying to rotate because they need to make this big rotation now as they get knocked, one of them, and the second knock has come upon themselves. That is going to be a very rough one as they try to smoke up and continue the support. There is a chance that they can still make out of this as a full squad. No, I spoke too soon. That is them down to 3 players. GLA is now out of the Knicks circle, and they will have to rotate. They have had some breathing room for 2 phases now after successfully pulling away, as we saw earlier from the brilliant driving. And they are now making their way in. Foster back is rotating, using the main road, trying to send it to center zone. That is LMV finding the rotation, trying to land some shots, but will not be able to do more. They keep driving and driving until they find a space that they don't get shot at, and they are now in a spot on the southeastern edge. Just slices the pie with the yin-yang shape of a knife. That doesn't sound right, you know. But you know yin-yang, right? Like, look at this main road. The Chinese symbol that a lot of people like. And that will be all the teams in the circle. And the GLA making it work, but now it's going to be a big 2-2 split. 2 of them in the hillside, taking dead center, trying to protect themselves from the fire of Doom and LMV. Zico will be needing to burn a lot of smokes there. Can't really run uphill back to Young Boy without some punishment. The uphill running is so hard. It's so hard to form a smoke track as well with that slope. So we have this circle favoring the teams on that eastern side. Inside the circle, we have GLA doing the big 2-2 split right now. Kind of forced to, maybe Young Boy. They stop right there, but now they can gatekeep the side of LMV and Doom. And little do they know, there's another team on that western edge as well. That is TRT. The trio is still all in the game, yet to find a kill. There is Jolly Roger trying to come in the solo with 3 kills will find a shack. I don't think any of these teams will clash this or crash this to take anything. As you see, I haven't backed up my device as well. And but the massive control comes from South 202. They have a good split from what it looks like, and they will control this compound as well with some elevation, a lot of cover and multiple angles, but that is some shots landing onto Sobek there, but no problem. They've only lost Mido so far, and so trio in this compound, probably the only compound in the circle, will be giving them the upper hand. But GLA's 2-2 split has been a little bit hard as they feel some of the power from the Tigers. Lucky enough, Yunka is there to support and revive Foster. They still need to come into the circle though. There's still Jolly Roger to maybe spoil things, and they have some open ground to cover. But Doom here on that northern edge will be joined and pushed by the other team that was holding that main road. LMV is now coming in like a flood. That is Doom almost losing one player. Is Doctor Who trying to maneuver inside the smokes, but LMV are pushing in. That's a beautiful nade by Hedden, and that will be another knock. That is Doctor Who gone. It's only going to be 2 against the full team of LMV. Another nade comes in to finish that one. One knock is returned, so LMV 1 knock right now, still pushing in with that AK, and that will be a clean squad wipe by LMV. That is Doom out at 8th position. And TRT is finally striking. They've waited long enough on that western side as they come in, but look at that. That is a lot of blue pressure upon themselves as well. The second knock is here, and Psycho only to find this little bit of a rock to live a little bit longer. Not too far to travel, but that cross of the road will be really, really hard, especially when the Tigers have an eye on Psycho as well. And that is VeniVidiVici taking care of the last player. No, wait, what? What happened there? Wait, VeniVidiVici and Jolly Roger went down basically at the same time. That's Jolly Roger taking 2 kills for sure. That is VeniVidiVici out. So, the solo from Sweet Chilli Sensation doing massive work there, disrupting the team all by himself. And is a revenge as well, because that's what VVV did to them earlier. And now the dead center will be held by Farian here, just using that rock plus a car. Good cover created for himself, but we'll feel the nade from 202. The smoke is here to hold that position a little bit longer, but look at LMV trying to sweep and trying to enter from the western side, and that is them taking a good knock, and that will be 2 knock, and the all of Claygiale gone upon that breach and sweep by LMV. We're down to 3 teams now. That is a full squad. Look at LMV continuing their frag. That is a full team against 2 trios. Look at everyone just trying to find any angle, using the reflex, shoot everything. Look at this stand of a 1v1 right here. Still trying to ADS as Hermes against Varian. But Hermes have the control, and he is very patient. He knows the cover fire can come in if he peeks so far, but he went down anyway. Cover fire by Tigers. Tick. And the cover fires from 202, not there, because they're trying to revive. We'll bring the smoke there anyway, and that will be the circle going over to 202. But Tigers will need to go across so much ground. That is Perks trying to use that off angle to punish everyone entering the circle from the south side. That is a brilliant knock there. But Tigers trying to cause damage to 202. And then that will be LMV with an upper hand. 2 knocks for 202. And that will be a White Tigers gone. Perks and LMV capitalizing onto that one. I believe they can get the revive as well. And that is 202. Basically losing Hermes, so it will be a 2v4 very, very soon. But look at them maneuvering down this hill. They heard the gunshots. Come on, you got to watch that other side. But that is Sorbeck just coming in. Oh, look at that! Still finding that time for that revive. But I think they will soon be punished. They see the players from the side. That is Sorbeck trying to do that revive and now getting himself pinched. He's using the Tommy gun trying to return some fire. But LMV is pushing in. They are coming in. And then with the backstab as well, it's going to be a 4v1. That is 202. Only to go down at second place, and that is LMV. Oh my god. Playing only 3 games tonight. Played 2 so far, won both, and get a 13 kill chicken dinner. What did I say? I did say LMV has that experience and showing that consistency as well. Damn. In second place, we have 202 with 3 kills. Such an improvement compared to the previous 2 games. White Tigers also improving quite a lot. A 6 kill, 3rd position game. Clay GLA quite consistent as well. Top 4, 2 kills in this game. Looking forward to more showing of their domination in the 4th game. The trio from TRT will get top 5 with no kills. VeniVidiVici 5 kills and a 6th position. And that the person to make it so hard for them was Jolly Roger, part of Sweet Chilli Sensation, which took a 7th position and 6 kills. Doom went down at 8th with 4 kills. CV with 8 kills and a 9th position, so they didn't live much longer after those good team fights. The team that pushed them was Chaos, and they felt it, and they will be thinking about that one. That push that didn't work out let them down at 10th place with 1 kill. LT went down at 11th with no kills. At 12th, we have Elite United Team taking 1 kill but didn't defend that compound after all. True Team with a 13th place and 1 kill. Last but not least, we have Elevate with the 14th place with no kill. And that is 3 games done, guys. We have only 1 more, and I will see you all in this jungle of Sanhok. Let's take a break. See you all soon. Hello guys, welcome back to Game 4, and I know, I thought it was Sanhok, but apparently we have another Miramar game. Why not? I love this map, so let's see what's gonna happen. Not complaining, I love this map personally, love casting it, and a lot of these teams will like the practice, and Sanhok is just so tricky sometimes, and so yeah, it's going to be another Miramar game. I think the news is that in this coming PMCO, we will not have Vikendi. So it's only going to be Brangle, Miramar, and Sanhok. So yeah, we don't get that Sanhok practice today, but doesn't matter. We can still practice Miramar, as we have the playing path going from, once again, Campo Militar, but this time going towards Los Higos. So making positions like El Pozo hard to reach this time, same for La Cobreria, and Monte Nuevo should be reachable. And LMV again. Yeah, they took that last win, the last Miramar game, from Campo Militar. So that is just rotation working out for them, and we have two trios in this last game. Elevate is playing as a trio, as well as Chaos. Just look at these drops. So this time, SES not dropping Al Azhar, and we have LT instead, and LT is not going to Minas Generalis, too busy just now around there. And this time, Minas Generalis is going to be completely open. No teams want to touch it. Elites United team heading towards San Martin, Hacienda area. Probably Hacienda, the main compound there. A eastern drop coming from True Team. Surrounding La Bandita, we have VeniVidiVici. But Lexus is very close to one player from the White Tiger. Split from White Tiger as well, and now in Los Leones we have CV in the main bit. Splitting on the southern side, we have Doom. But Picardo is going to be hot as well, so we should keep an eye on there. Lexus need to maneuver out and join his team as he's facing this 1v1. Brought down to pretty low HP early, as we have the opening knock and kill from Jody, but he will get return knocked. 3 teams. Not Pachinki, Picardo. What am I saying? But look at that beautiful knock as well. That is Jar Jar trying to come in for support, but 202 is also in. 3 teams in here, and that is 2. Oh, sweet Chilli. Sensations gone. Only down to Jolly Roger pinched behind that little building there. Really need to maneuver out of it, running towards the red buildings, but very close to him. Across the road, we have another player from 202. But South of Chaos has pushed in to this part of the map and will maybe get pinched by 202. But 202 only got 2 players here. Mido and Hermes on the side. Sobek is using that 5 stack to overlook. So can really change the fight around that. And Lexus will actually get that 1v1. When we saw him getting naded earlier down to 20% HP, we'll be able to maneuver and return the power. So 2 trios and a duo here now. And Picardo losing some players early. Look at this first zone. It's going to be a hard shift to the northwestern side. All these areas that's very hard to reach other than San Martin, okay, is out. Look at El Pozo Creative Views La Coberia. If LMB wants to play easy and calm and save early, then just go north, right? And a lot of these teams will need to do the same. I'll keep my main screen on here as we have a look at the rest of the team. So the trio from Elevate, now in the Chumacera Church. Mario close to the edge of the zone on the south side. Split from Clay GLA. No contest around there. No one further west than them. No one on the south side to them as well. It's about all these teams around here trying to get something done. Seems like Doom and TRT will find each other presence as well in here. So that can be the next fight. And that is the Tigers losing 2 to VeniVidiVici. So with a different drop spot, VeniVidiVici still made it work. And that will be Tigers down to 2 players. I'm just going to keep an eye on the kill feed. If something breaks around there between Doom and Elevate, I'll hop over there straight away. But look at Jolly Roger here, now finding himself getting pushed. Look at that brilliant few shots there with the M16. Will knock one. That will be the traded knock though. And that is Switchily Sensations down to 1 player. Chaos will eliminate that threat inside. And that is, you say, quite far away and won't be able to trade further. And can kill Mido though, as he finds a little bit of that shot. But Mido did a lot more damage. And that is the last solo trying to make something work. And Mido will be pulling away for a split second. But the information is there. And that will be Yusei trying to escape. And will be healing on the outside. But that drop will come in with the AK. Yusei didn't have enough time to put that first aid kit in. And he will be trying to pre-fire that, but will not be sufficient. That is with Chilli Sensation going down at 13th place. Still a 3v3 situation in Picardo. But let's hop over to the other fight that we saw. But seems like we will not be able to catch that because TRT just got kicked out of the lobby. And that is them going down at 14th. I believe the victors of that fight was Doom as they take themselves clean 14 kills. And brilliant knock by Mido from the side. Almost completely flushed that kill as well. Look at that nade, and it will be beautiful. Onto Chaos. Is Chaos down to 1 player? I think that's a glitch there. It's not actually the revive. Stop moving Nova so Maverick can help you. but they know it's 2-0. Now 202 is pushing in. They don't want to wait any longer before that revive is completed. They want to take that fight. There is the smoke or the pre-nade to stop that push. 202 will slow it down by a bit. And Chaos will get the full revive. And that is them trying to hold this down. And they look at Mido with a cheeky angle. Brilliant awareness of these new Miramar here. Using that little bit of balcony to take that one. And he will jump across. Look at that crazy play. Sweet maneuver from 202. And that will be them surgically removing Chaos from the lobby. 5 team kills after losing 1 player. But the Chaos would hate themselves for that one. My god. But such a good maneuver by Mido. And the Kings of Picardo is 202. Hey, but look at the Tigers. They have been still fighting and causing trouble to VeniVidiVici. That is Rube going down, getting caught on that rotation. So VeniVidiVici, they have been fighting the White Tiger from the start. They know they have a numbers advantage, even though they've lost one. This is them being proactive and aggressive to push this. Varian with the side angle, splitting from the hut, held by El Morphy, and that was a brilliant knock on there, but it will be traded. Now Varian needs to take the 1v2 as he nades with the AK in hand, healthy gear, and just using this landscape right here would take some damage from the nade. Will try to get that pre-fire onto Wasted. Still loads of potential. We've seen a lot of 1v2, 1v3 in the history of PUBG before. Some of them became legendary. As Varian goes down to 50% HP from another pressure from that nade. And the third one will come in. That is Psychopath ending the business. And that will be the very drawn out fight split in 2 parts between VeniVidiVici and White Tiger. And VeniVidiVici being the winner of that one. CV got some fans in the chat as they see their teams coming into the south side. Thought about going through Picardo, but they will respect that one as they pull away slightly more to the west side to come in. Look at the brilliant location by ClayGLA. They had the upper hand. They just got a straight path from Monte Nuevo coming to this high hill. A lot of crazy car tricks that you can do. You can bring your car all the way up to those mountains, right? But they haven't done that yet. But this is nonetheless a brilliant location. Look at these dips, man. You can just park like 3 or 4 cars in there and you can hide it completely. Won't get shot. So a little bit of the things that we can learn from ClayGLA and their choice of position there. That is creative. I'll give another tip, right? So when we study the map, when I used to be an IGL, I studied the map like this. So I take screenshots of good dips as I play the game. When I watch as well, I would take screenshots of this, knowing that ClayGLA has a brilliant parking spot of a very powerful position. And the way to remember is to match that according to the names written there. So for creative fields, that is basically underneath the character F. So that is what I remember, right? When I need to take creative fields, I will go to the F and go under it, and I will find myself a very good position. So that is a tip for all of you. As we keep an eye on the rest of the map, that is a knock, opening knock with the M24 by LETALES, putting pressure onto Elite's United team. It will be a 4v4, I believe, pretty soon as Fefe sends it in with the buggy. Taki will not get a support, I don't think, quite far from the rest of the team. But Script is trying to stop the thirst from coming through, but Royman takes care of very good Such a good knock right there. Tell me what's good, they say. That is going to be a 4v2 right now. Oh my god, but look at that kill feed. That was 202 with the squad wipe to stop the car rotation from VeniVidiVici. I believe that's them going down at 10th position. Brilliant knock that we see here, returning onto either J2 or Royman. That is Royman knocked. So the side of LT will be patient as that revives happen. But look at that patience from the side as well. And Moko Bonak is the name. And Moko Bonak got the flank. Not flank, with the patience. Taking that one kill. Very good, gets knocked again. Is going to be a 2v4. They need to maneuver between this smokes, but Assassin has a cheeky angle. He can spoil this for Elites United. And just look at that nade coming in. It's going to be a beautiful double knock. They know that position, and now they are just coming in. Assassin, what a freaking beast! As he just takes out the whole of Elites United almost by himself. But as a team effort, as we saw the formations from LT, just giving the praise to Assassin. I've seen LETALES in many scrims, and Assassin has just been very, very consistent. And there we catch the next zone popping back to the eastern side a little bit. And look at ClayGLA already moving. New center position as they grab themselves another good spot. Good split, good scout. CV now rotating along the main road from the southwestern edge, and also close to the center we have True Team. LMV also have a very good spot. Let's not forget about them, the team that played 2 games so far tonight and got 2 wins. The first win was on Miramar, and here we go, them finding an angle onto the compound held by ClayGLA device, using that Car 98 with the 8 times, popping some tires, making it harder for ClayGLA to go into the later game with the vehicle resource. Doom is now rotating wide, will play the north side. It has always been quite far from the rest of the team in tonight's lobby. That is them rotating through La Cobreria with the AUG in hand. Is Onki, I believe, and that is them getting a brilliant knock, and they are now sending it. That is Space pushing up, putting pressure onto LETALES. They will want to wrap around this, but Assassin is there. They're ready to take this fight. They took this dip, they took that win, and they're still there to scout, but peeking a little bit too far. That is True Team sending it in. Assassin is very ready though, and the revive will be completed by LETALES, but their phase is gone on that one, so a trio against a full team. Let's have a look at the formations and the locations, see how they execute this one. Big Daddy is close, trying to clear that compound. Assassin will provide that footstep, but look at LT trying to rotate back. That is J2 are gone. It's going to be a 2v4 if they need to clutch this. And that is them with the upper hand. They know there's at least 2 players, if not 3. And that is them sending in, trying to clear the side. Assassin's ready and setting up that position behind that small box there. Will be a very hard nade to hit, and Assassin is just getting a center bit here, trying to spoil either side with the cover peeking left and right when appropriate. The cover fire shall come from Royman soon, but look at Onki. So smart. That is what you need in this type of formation, the off angle. Whoever gets pushed back will be shot by Onki. Something to learn from all our audience or our spectators. And this is a brilliant formation by True Team. Well, they haven't won it yet, so keep my main screen on here, see if all the teams are in here. Yeah, there's no close contact between the remaining teams other than this one. They found a good spot in this new circle, or respecting the location. So just need to wait for this one. Look at that. That is Assassin finding the cheeky angle, and that will be the side of True Team. Looping around and retreating a little bit, and that is the off angle coming in. Look, that is the power of that well thought out split. That is the clean team fight by True Team, eliminating LT at 8th position. And that will be the 3 kills that True Team has, and they will have a full team as we have a hard shift going to the northern side. ClayGLA knows that LMV, they don't know it's LMV, but they know there's a team looking at them, so they will probably rotate wide along this new circle to get a different position. But LMV once again getting the center. They are patient though. Very patient team, knowing the map very well, and that is them moving a little bit more, using more high ground, because I think this is very, very smart. If they just stay there, what seems to be a center, when these teams rotate wide onto the northern parts, they will be stabbed from left, right, and center. And that is them taking the initiative. They will see a team there, though. That is Doom. But I think this is the type of fight that LMV is not scared to take. Perks will find this time to heal up, and then they will be taking this fight as they find a brilliant opening knock onto Zero. That is them playing this strong. Doom has some momentum, to say the least, after a win of a team fight early on, and they will be taking this with no hesitation as well. And that is Perks sending it quite far. No, it's actually Flowy. Very far off angle there, trying to flank back in. Missing a little bit of action by True Team as they try to rotate in from the south. That is CV losing 3 players on that rotation, but we shouldn't take our eyes away from this one. It can get very interesting. So that will be a second knock onto Doom. Talon will take that flush. I think the side of Doom got that revive off actually, but Doctor Who has paid for doing that. Zero is now back up 3v4 right now. Let me try to get the elevation for that formation. Very big split from Doom. Like, Flowy is so far that it can't even be seen when I was trying to get like an angle on all of them, and that will be Flowy taken down by Perks from the side as well. So just Zero, the one who initially got knocked, is now the only survivor. And we'll find a very cheeky spot in here, and that will be LMV with 3 kills and a great position, and they will have the circle again. So let's head back to this south side where a lot of action's happening. We saw CV losing 3 players earlier. I believe that was True Team continuing their journey to frag, and we lost quite a few teams along the way, so only 20 players and 7 teams in this lobby. 1 trio, 2 trios, so two solos, full team from GLA, still full team. Right, so those are the teams that's still in here. It's hard to say what's the good rotation in here. Usually there's a lot more teams at this phase of the game. But these teams shouldn't even take it lightly. There's still a lot of important scouting work to do, especially when LMV has that circle right now. They can use that high ground of the hill to punish all the teams trying to cross that road. They will basically have to. If you didn't come up to the mountain, you need to be at the position that 202 has. If not, you can't stay in the middle of the road. You just get shot from every side. but that's a brilliant knock by Bobby there onto ClayGLA, slowing down the rotation, and the side of Ups, being also known as Elevate, would take that knock as the window for them to rotate in to the western side. 202 also left that compound now onto the eastern edge. LMV may have to consider grouping up now, but they are keeping Talon to do some, yes, gatekeeping work. A 2-2 split, and the other two, being Perks and Hidden, taking more center to hold the other sides. But they need to have a vehicle ready if they want to rotate and support out of here. So not too far. Yeah, they do have one. And look at Tronky there, pushing up, and that is the split not working out for LMB. That is very hard type of split. Is quite greedy, I have to say. Right now, with this triangular formation, fine. But earlier, so hard to pull off. He can't even play aggressive, I don't think, as Onky takes another one. Another knock onto LMV. 5 team kills with numbers advantage as well. With momentum, with skills. That is Onky coming in with that AUG that he got earlier. They will flush another player, and that is LMV down to 1 player. Device knocked as well. That is Hidden. Now finish LMV going down. Will not be able to get the chicken dinner after taking that 7th place. ClayGLA will rotate slow and steady. Can maybe go to Oasis. Can pick up some loot maybe. 6 teams. And 16 player. Mario had enough fun with his Car 98. Will be knocked by True Team. But they have the elevation, and they will hold this strong still. Look at Zero. They're still in that dip. Taking as many placement points as possible. These may be the sweet spots that if you have that knowledge, you can just save your team and the game. I mean, he's still in. He can make it top 3. He just don't need to give any sounds. And that's the main thing. And look at ClayGLA here. Will now come in not too far from the circle. They will find some angles onto Elevate. Small maneuvers around. We'll have Ridgeline after Ridgeline to slowly push up as we have the circle favoring Elevate and True Team. Zero won't get the circle though, so the solo has to move in. Jugger is still tanking. 202 can just rotate wide into the northern parts, but the basically everything to the top half of the map is not touched, but it will change now since GLA rotates to the northwestern side. Keep prioritizing angles, positions, and splits. So there's a good rotation there. We'll find a different approach. Let's take a bet, guys. Who do you think will take this one? And obviously Elevate still fighting True Team there. But Sobek and 202 can stab True Team from the back. They're using those dips. They are patiently using the 3rd person peek to locate these teams before striking. But no, Hermes will prove me wrong as he shot with the SKS there. And that is True Team still fragging, and but can't really confirm those skills unless they want to push up. But making that maneuver requires some cars if you want to take the 10-second, make use of the 10-second revive window. And the Sartes in the chat say, where are Onyx? I don't think they're in this tournament, guys. And well, they are a good team though. I want to see them more. Didn't think they turn up for this one. Not sure whether they like registered. I know they didn't turn up for FCY tournament second round, but I know they're a very good team. So a fan to disappoint, but Chugga making it in here with some meds as well. Can maybe outlive 1 or 2, and that will be 0 going down. So Chugga actually outlived the other solo. As we proceed to the next circle. All of these teams need to make some small movements in. The high ground will favor the side of Elevate. The elevation allows them to get a good knock onto Young Boy. And Youngker will try to maneuver around it to get that revive. But the brilliant angle from Bobby will stop that revive from coming. ClayGLA will probably need to give up on those 2 players. It's them against 2 trios being Elevate and 202, also in the lobby, still holding strong. The full team of True Team. Let's analyze a little bit of the landscape here. If they want to make it in, they will need to come into this ridges, but it will not be enough against the position of Elevate. If they come down here, it's too open against 202, so they need to play with 1 small dip with 1 smoke, or then just bring cars in, and just to prepare that they will get turned into metal shields. But look at those beautiful Big Daddy showing who's daddy right now. The double knock onto Elevate. There is only Mario up against the full team of True Team. As he peeks and shoot again, and will not be enough. That is them going down at 5th position. True Team with the patience. True Team with the tactics and the gun control. That is them taking 9 kills right now. And the brilliant high ground claim for themselves, taking it away from Elevate. Chugga's still in this game though, but look at Onky with that Orc. I think he knocked at least 4 or 5 players this game with that gun. And that is 202. With not enough positions there, like, I think they have to move in beyond that little bit of a ridge there, so that will be very hard as they try to go wide, but that's the far side, so they can maybe at least find some angles onto ClayGLA because there were smokes that they didn't throw. But this will be a pretty easy win, I'd say, for True Team. They've got this, basically got the circle. Oh no, they actually don't. Wait, I am quite dumb, aren't I? They have to maybe leave the high ground. Yeah, they have some grounds to go across as they smoke this dip here against 202. And that will be what I do. Leave 2 to overlook, sending 1 or 2 down to that dip, forcing 202 to peek, and then you will take the heads out. But don't stay too close to the left side because GLA can capitalize on that. As Enki came into that dip with no punishment. That is a successful rotation there, and he will continue to put pressure from that dip. But True Team is just full sending it. They're just sending it, and they will not even get knocked. That is them playing that little bit of a dip there. But the soul back nade. No, the peak will be successful. The nade knock returned by True Team there. They will both get a little bit of breathing room as ClayGLA slowly coming in from the western side. And can maybe turn the tides of the fight, but that will be such a brilliant nade and such good window that they can buy themselves, right? If they could knock Mido there, it would be brilliant. But now they've just shown themselves, and then that is one of the ClayGLA's player just trying to heal it up. Fosterback has the position though, but they will find themselves the need to continue to rotate. And another brilliant nade onto 202. True Team wants to take this chicken dinner, and they have the advantage. And Simon is very, very patient, and is a very good maneuver to take care of the western side and to block the site with smokes from the north and leave his teammates to deal with that, right? And that is one knock coming through. The return knocks come in, and that is Big Daddy. Whoa! Return knock that one as well. It's just one up for the side of 202. But the side angle, the push will come out from ClayGLA. They will take out one of the players of True Team. All teams facing the pressure from the knock right there. Onki gets revived. That is Mido just trying to use that smoke. Basically in the open behind that bush there. Trying to live slightly longer. But will that matter? Because that is the blue coming in. That is Foster back going down. There's Desco trying to heal that one. Waiting for True Team to take down 202. That's Mido against the full push. And that will be ClayGLA taking second place. With that heal. The 2 kills and the second position from GLA. But the chicken dinner will go to True Team with 13 kills. 202 with a very decent 4th game. 9 kills and the 3rd position. At 4th we have CV. Jugger lived quite long as a solo, so a lot of valuable placement points there. But will not take a kill in this last game. Nonetheless, very good work. Elevate, the trio will get a 5th position and 6 kills. They've been controlling that high ground pretty well, long enough, but yeah, the winner of this game strike them hard. Doom, 6th position with 4 kills. LMV, I did talk about that split there. They had the upper hand, okay, but it's knowing how split they need to be, but it's hard to say, like, when it comes to knowledge of that part of the map, because how often do we get it ending over there? Not very often, so that will be them with the 7th place and 3 kills. LT took an 8th position with 4 kills. Elites United team with a 9th position and 1 kill. VeniVidiVici went down at 10th with 4 kills. White Tiger 1 kill and 11th. At 12th we have Chaos with 2 kills. Sweet Chilli Sensations went down at 13th. In Picardo there with 1 kill by Jody. Last but not least, we have TRT, the real team, taking 14th place and no kill in that last game. And that is it, guys. That is tonight. All the action completed in Roz Tournament Group G. And yeah, 6 of these will proceed to the next round. Then we will get even more crazier and intense action. And yeah, that is me done. It's time for a break for my voice as well. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream tonight. Hope you enjoyed that one, guys. And if you do like the content, and if you're so very kind, do drop that like and subscribe for me. It'll really help me out. And I wish you all a brilliant night and good week ahead. Good night. Bye-bye.